Welcome folks, this is Admiral Revan here, and welcome indeed to this fantastic and awesome-tacular, one of the most highlighted and well-respected and entertaining battles we have ever had in the North American server, and also in World of Warships as well too. In my experience in World of Warships, I had never had to come across this in a long time, and I will say this made me laugh so hysterically for hours after the stream. I will say this, Big Old Andrew and I also one of the many people that we love to have so many funny jokes and stuff and memes in the stream and everything. So Big Old Andrew here is a streamer, as well as myself, Admiral Revan. ArmoredPrayerOne, thanks for joining the div for this. And look, I'm just gonna start off with a big shout out to Big Old Andrew. Big Old Andrew is a NA streamer on the North American community who loves playing it for fun and enjoyment. And he has his moments, and this was a glorious moment for him. It was so funny that I even watched this for a few times. So I want to start off by saying a big thanks to Big Old Andrew for this lovely video and submitting it to me for making my narration on this one. And now it's gonna be immortalized. Yes, my friends, this is a very good video. So let me just start off with that we had a good lineup with myself and the Georgia, my ArmoredPrayerOne's on the Carnot, alongside with many skilled players on both sides. With that being said, we had a very interesting mix-up with a tier 8 and tier 9 match. So we got the Kaga, Alsace, Azuma, 2 North Carolinas, Bismarck, Buffalo, St. Louis, Amalfi, Z44, Benson, and Owen against us. And I have to say that this battle was absolutely unreal. So as we're about to just kick down the timer here, let the timer go in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So we're waiting for the moment to come into play here. So we're just waiting for literally the time when the game actually starts. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So in this battle, right at the beginning, Big Old Andrew and I were talking with ArmoredPrayerOne, and we were just happily chatting while we were streaming. And I asked Big Old Andrew, so like, what's the plan? He goes like, I'm going to 9-10 line, boys, and you guys are going to be my decoy. First of all, I actually argued with him a little bit. It's like, what the F you think? What's your plan here? It's like, no, I'm going to 9-10 line. You're going to be the decoys. I'm going like, ArmoredPrayerOne looking at me. He's like, Rev, I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm going to with it, man. And then so like, and I said to myself, yeah, okay, fair enough. So you know what? We said like, F it. We'll may as well go with the flow and just wing it with him. So Big Old Andrew says like, I'm gonna go in towards 9-10 line. Okay, fair enough. I mean, like in this battle, you can definitely do it quite well. There's a like a CV on their team, and we were wondering where the aircraft was at the beginning, and I'm looking around, I'm going like, okay. So ArmoredPrayerOne and I decided to split up a little bit at the beginning of the map. As you can see, we're down over in the 8 line, and then we decided to split up a little bit. Now we've seen like 2 North Carolinas, and we're going, oh, okay, so we're gonna see some ships up here. So I started to think about it, and like, there's bound to be something there that's gonna be defending it. So we saw the 2 North Carolinas, and we're going, yep, okay. Big Old interest, so like, you guys down in a position yet? I was like, yeah. And then I saw like some aircraft were coming over towards me, and I was going like, okay, fair enough. Then we saw the St. Louis, And then we saw the Bismarck, and then we saw like the Oland in the distance, but we're going like, okay, we're not sure. But we saw the Amalfi, St. Louis, and the two North Carolinas bunched up, and we're like, okay, so we'll see what's going on here. ArmoredPrayerOne decides to hang around just at the bottom of the island over at Gulf 8, and he just like moving over, thinking he should go over the 910 line as well too. But he's just doing his own thing. Me, on the other hand, on the Georgia, I'm just hanging around going to the island over at G6, and I'm going like, right, what's going next? Now, Leroy Jenkins has kicked in. The Paolo Emilio has kicked in with both the injury boost and the smoke. But look at this North Carolina, unaware, and he's literally punching in. Big ol' Andrew's dumping the torps. First wave comes in. Second wave is aimed at the St. Louis, and Death Strike and First Blood, double strike, two Death Strikes. Oh my god, that's 98,000 damage. Oh my goodness. And wait a minute, the Benz is right there in front of it. And literally, this is in oh my goodness, the Amalfi and also the Benson can get torped and smash a rear. What the hell? And look at that, there's literally no double strike. Oh man, oh good dilly. And then this is going for the final ramp. North Carolina, I go and Kracken release the Kracken, and my goodness, it's not even 4 minutes. That was awesome. Not even 4 minutes. Not even 4 minutes. Ready to go at the match. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, 189,000 damage. Holy crap, man. Well, we got him. 5 kills. To big old Andrew for doing a Leroy Jenkins Paolo Emilio maneuver and successfully pulled off 5 awesome kills in less than 4 minutes in the game, right at the beginning, when the timer had went down to 0. Holy crap, dude. That was unreal. But yeah, I have to say, just by looking at that, folks, at that moment, just at that moment, it's just unreal. And let me backtrack on the video a little bit so I can show you what happened. So I'll backtrack a couple things step by step. As you see in this scene right at the beginning, you witness that big old Andrew on this Paolo Emilio has the Swift and Silence ability going on, right? So he's got the extra speed on his ship. He's literally nearly flying nearly close to 50 knots, and it's incredible for the ship at this, speed with the actual, ability for the commander in a way. But when he planned this out, we didn't think that the enemy CV will come out to spot over this way either. And that is the funny thing about the beginning of this map. We were thinking, right at the beginning, we were thinking that the CV would not come over this way. When we were talking about it back and forth, about the positioning, that he wanted a distraction. He didn't care how we did it as battleships to distract the enemy. The only way to do it was to get their attention, and we definitely got their attention. And I'll show you as we get closer to it in this video. Now, I will admit, we'll freeze the camera right here in the replay right here. I'm going to tell you a couple of things. So, first of all, as you can see here, is that the enemy is pretty botched up over here in this corner here, alright? And the North Carolinas, the two of them are there, focusing firing on myself and also the Brandenburg and the Carnot, okay? The St. Louis and the Malfi are coming into support, and we were saying to ourselves, there's gonna be at least maybe 1 or 2 DDs will appear in here to support these warships. It would make sense. Now, at this point in time, we didn't think, you know, there was gonna be a DD to begin with. And two things that Bigolandrew had going for him was the speed, the maneuverability, the torp reload, and also the concealment. So we're about to show it at this point here what he did here. As we get closer and closer around this corner bend of the whole thing, notice that he fired up the engine boost, right? He fired up the engine boost literally at the right moment when he was about to do a full-blown attack, rushing in around the corner. Also, notice that he had his AA being turned off as well. There's no aircraft of the enemy coming down towards us at all. The enemy is completely unaware. So when he made his move, he finally went like, right. So as soon as he saw the St. Louis, he immediately told us to start attacking it because it's pure broadside to us. I was around the corner, just doing my own thing, firing at long range, getting the enemy's attention, and I literally was being hammered at the beginning. But my teammate, ArmoredPrayerOne, was actually in the Carnot, and his plan was just to move over in between the islands here, between E and F of number 8. So his plan was just go through there and flank him that way. Now, as you can see in slow motion here, literally at this moment right here, what is going to happen? Alright, he's got concealment, he's got smoke going, crawling smoke going, he's literally got his engine boost going, he's literally hammering nearly 60 knots. Look at that, he's motoring away here. So as he gets closer around the corner here, and around the corner, he fires his aims up his torpedoes at the North Carolina, fires his first set, aims at the second set at the St. Louis, and look at that. Literally, all I can tell you is that, yeah, it was bound to happen right there at that moment when the team had said, we have effed up. That's one confirmed kill right there, with a devastating blow on first blood as well. And then seconds later, double strike with devastating strike times 2, and a lot of damage is cranked up within seconds apart. Now it's like 98,000 damage. That's just unreal. And okay, at this point in time, the team is going like, what the F just happened here? They weren't expecting the Paolo Emilio to come over corner. As you can see here, that the aircraft is going flying over towards me, and there's me on my Georgia, distracting this North Carolina as well as this Amalfi, and I did my part in doing so. And I started firing up my engine boost and started charging in. But as you can see here, hello, there's a Benson. Now, the Benson, we were expecting at least maybe 2 destroyers, but we only saw 1. And this Benson was coming around the corner, starts shooting, and he goes like, oh crap. So the Amalfi is around the corner here. So what does Big Old Andrew do? He pulls out his torpedoes, fires a slingshot over this way, and Big Old Andrew decides, because he's got a ramming flag, he decides to just, you know, literally turn to around to the hard left and swing his ass and smashes. He smashes. He smashes with a die-hard achievement on a Benson, and the torps are going straight towards the Amalfi. And double strike. And a devastating strike as well too. So at this point in time, you know, like, we were just like laughing our asses off with the way how things are going, and literally he's going in there and, yep, I'm gonna ram this guy and I'm gonna call it good. So he decides to go all in on this North Carolina. Kapow! Kracken unleashed. And it was done with high caliber. Oh my god. The reaction is priceless, man. The reaction is priceless. Look at that. Stop this, laugh my ass off. Oh my gosh, where are my teammates? Where are my teammates? Oh my goodness, that was so cold. Like 189,000 damage, nearly 200k damage. And literally, you know, nearly 5 minutes in the game. And I have to say, that was the quickest, fastest battle I have ever seen for Kraken in my perspective, or this viewer's opinion. And man, that's just like unreal, man. But later on the match, I will admit, later on this match, we started to realize that the CV is actually approaching at the north side of where we were. And the Carnot and myself, the Georgia, we decided to hit our engine boosters and start, you know, charging in as fast as possible towards them. Okay? But as we looked at this match, it was just totally gold, the way it was being done right at the beginning. And I just have to say that, you know, I was loving it. But I will definitely show you a different perspective of my replay to this from my side, so that you can see where I came from with this. It was so funny. It was so funny that I did not expect it at all. And the reaction we gave was completely priceless, man. But big hats off to Big Old Andrew for that. It was actually simply unreal. Big Old Andrew's just coordinating with us, telling us where everything is going, and we just decided, you know, just keep pushing up. We just keep going towards that CV. And, you know, give that cargo a bit of a nice send-off. But it was so funny that we couldn't stop laughing at the whole point of the stream, because it was so hilarious. Like, literally within 5 minutes, it was just done and dusted. That was just like an unreal battle right there. I mean, like, I loved it, really did. It was so cool. Yeah, and the team is like actually getting, you know, absolutely annihilated left, right, and center. The O-line has actually managed to sneak his way down towards the Lexington here, and the Lexington is just doing his own part. ArmoredPrayerOne, myself have hit our injury boost again and started hauling ass down towards our own cap, and we got the America, or the other destroyer of our team, has gone over that way as well too, to try and defend to the lovely CV down at Lexington. The Lexington's taking a bit of a beating, but we are making our way across, and there you go. There's corner attack, and another great achievement all around with general offensive as well too. Achievements. If you want achievements, this is fantastic. A great opportunity for everyone out there. I mean, like, if you are able to pull off a good maneuver like this is the best way to do it, I have to say. Again, ArmoredPrayerOne and myself both got a kill each, which is awesome. 7 kills in total in this match, which is awesome all around. And yeah, the online's actually, you know, finding his way down there, and I have to say it's very funny. But yeah, it's so cool, it's so funny at the same time how this played out on both sides. It really is. So we're about to show my side of this video of how it panned out, because I think that you will love it just as much as we do, and how this was done. I have to say that this is one of the best recordings, replays that we have ever done in World of Warships, and this is the greatest highlight of my year 2022. Again, big shout out to big old Andrew for making this happen, and also ArmoredPrayerOne for joining this video. But bear with us, because we're about to show you what happens next. So it looks like the O-Land's about to get taken out here. The old Andrew says, like, I think I'm done laughing now. Well, yeah, so did I. But that's absolutely well worth it. Alright. Okay, so this is taking it a step back a little bit with a different perspective. This is my replay on the Georgia. Now, as you can see here, at this point in time, that, you know, like, Bigolandrew is just right ahead of us, and we're, you know, figuring out what the next plan of attack is. So we'll fast forward it as we get closer to the positioning of this in a moment here. But here we go. So I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit. But as you can see, that we decided to figure out what the plan of attack is. We're just making our way across, yada yada yada. So there's a bit of RAM there, but that's okay, miscommunication. But as you can see here, our teammates are just, like, you know, wondering what's the next plan. So we decided to just focus on moving up. As you can see, the Paolo Emilio is moving over towards the 9-10 line and is actually making his move. So we got the distraction going on here, and we decided to keep moving up. Moving up we did indeed. So I'm gonna skip to the part that we really want to see here. Alright, so here we go. Alright, right now, as you can see, that the Paolo Emilio is in position. I'm here behind this island. My teammates on the other side. Brandenburg's there. We got the diversion in place. We got the aircraft carrier attacking and making his move as well too. Alright, that's all good. We got the, you know, the position and everything done in place. Now, the fun part is to work out what is the next attack maneuver we need to do. So, as you can see, that the enemy is making their moves. Alright. So, we're waiting this for it to happen. And literally, I can see the Paolo Emilio is making a move on the St. Louis. And literally, this is where it all happens. Word for word, scene by scene. Alright, so as you can see, big old Andrew has unleashed his torps attacking run on both the North Carolina and the St. Louis. Dev strike on that side. That was just like gold. And then I couldn't stop just dying laughing when that happened. Then here's where it gets more interesting. The CV starts attacking me. I'm gonna like, yeah, whatever. You know, like I just take it, you know, take it as it is. My secondaries are moving in play here. But my teammate, Bigolandrew, is literally going in there and smashes that destroyer with the arson with Die Hard achievement. And then here we are, we're dying with laughter again with another double strike on the Amalfi. So here it comes. The final last moments of Bigolandrew making the final plunge to ram into that North Carolina. And kaboom, with Kracken Unleash with a fantastic fantastic achievement, and I could not stop laughing. That is so freaking cool. That is so freaking cool, man. But you know what? That is well worth it. I just have to admit, it was like very well worth it. But yeah, look at it this way, folks. I mean, like definitely, it was a wonderful game replay. That is definitely well worth it. And I have to say, a big thanks to big old Andrew for making this that making my day, making the highlight of the stream, and everything as well too. So look, folks, definitely that this is well worth it for you to watch. And big shout out again to big old Andrew for making this possible. And wow, dude, that was just one hell of an awesome battle. Thanks again. If you want to get your opportunities like this, folks, to submit good replays like this or anything like that similar to this, look, you're more than welcome to. Definitely stay safe and take care. Have a good one and stay awesome always.